Now, I would like to introduce the first of this morning's honorees, Jerry Bruno and Yasmeen Mock. Jerry Bruno is the Strategic Project Manager in the New York City Department of Homeless Services Administrator's Office. Jerry has been a Starting Block Mentor and Fellow, a New Leaders Council Fellow, an Emerging Leaders in Public Service Fellow, and a New York City Urban Fellow. In addition, he is the co-director of the New York City New Leaders Council chapter and is a docent at Grand Central Terminal for the Municipal Art Society of New York. With Yasmeen Mock, Jerry is co-chair of the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center's Young Professional Council. Jerry graduated from the University of Florida with a major in public relations and a minor in public leadership. He completed internships with the Florida Senate and the executive team of Burson Marsteller, a global public relations and communications firm. He is the recipient of several awards, including the Gates Millennium Scholarship, funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Horatio Alger Association. Jerry is passionate about traveling and connecting with different people and cultures from around the world. He's been to 4 continents: North America, South America, Europe, and Antarctica. Yes, Antarctica. His goal is to visit the other continents before his 31st birthday next year. He's an avid lover of Batman movies. And finally, his entire name, Jerry Dexter Bruno, represents different cartoon shows: Tom and Jerry, Dexter's Laboratory, and Bruno the Kid. Yasmeen Mock is a partner, head of client relations, and chief operating officer at Kimelman and Baird, LLC, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer in New York City. She is involved in all operational facets of the business, leads the client service team, and manages the implementation of the investment committee decisions. Always wanting to keep pace with her older sister, Yasmeen started school and dance classes at age 2. Tap dancing and live music continue to be some of her favorite pastimes. Yasmeen loves to travel with her sisters and friends, taking at least 2 international trips to new destinations every year. In January, she is headed to Vietnam and Cambodia for a biking and boating adventure. Though she is often plotting her next escape from New York City, she is truly a New Yorker at heart and was born and raised in Queens. In fact, her family has resided in New York City for over a century. In her teenage years, Yasmeen developed a love for New York and all of its offerings, the arts, cuisines, history, but recognizes its shortcomings, which is what motivates her to give her time and talents to organizations dedicated to serving those in need and making New York a better home for all New Yorkers. She has volunteered since junior high school and has been an incredible volunteer at the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center. She earned a bachelor's degree in economics from New York University. Jerry and Yasmeen are co-chairs of the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center Young Professional Council. In addition to providing leadership to this group of young philanthropists for the past 5 years, they have been very active in volunteering on our behalf at our events, including bringing volunteers to help today, in fundraising, and by working directly with our young people. They have organized and conducted events and panels for our patients on topics of vital concern to adolescents and young adults, including career paths, job readiness and planning, and developing skills for the future. The services Yasmeen and Jerry have provided to our young people and to our program are transformative and priceless.
Good morning, and thank you for that introduction, and thank you for this honor. 15 years ago, a lot of firsts happened. It was the first breakfast. My firm, Kimelman and Baird, bought the very first table at that breakfast, and I attended, and I was acclimating to life after undergrad at my very first job, an entry-level position at Kimelman and Baird. 15 years later, I am co-chair of the Young Professional Council of the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center, an honoree, and as you heard, a smidge more senior at Kimelman and Baird. Quite a bit has happened in between. The center has grown in patient capacity and services, becoming a blueprint for the country to replicate. A diverse group of young professionals was formed with the goals of volunteering and raising money for the center. Jerry and I met, and we were elected to lead this group, and the experience has been nothing short of enriching. We have met some truly inspiring young people, not unlike those you will hear from today. They are unique, intelligent, energizing, and full of promise. As we are sure you will agree, they are the true legends and heroes of the Mount Sinai Adolescent Health Center. The leadership and staff of the center have cultivated an environment that allows the patients to not only grow, but thrive. Obtaining a solid foundation, which includes quality health care and healthy habits, is priceless and should not be limited to those who can afford it. What we have always loved and admired about the center is that all are served and for free, regardless of their race, gender, ethnicity, or cultural background, in part due to the generosity of all of you. Jerry and I are honored that we were able to contribute to the mission and services of the center through the leadership of the Young Professional Council. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasmeen, and good morning, everyone. And congratulations to the other honorees this morning as well, and the young people will speak shortly. Though Yasmeen and I are the helm of the Young Professionals Council, the members of the YPC are the reason for its success. Many of us are here today and arrived before 6 this morning to help prepare for the event. If any of you are still in the room, YPC members, can you please stand to be publicly acknowledged? There in the back. And finally, I want to say something to Yasmeen. Yasmeen, there are not enough words to express how much I appreciate and value. From the first time I met you 5 years ago, I knew we'll be lifelong friends. What I didn't know is how much it would impact my life, both personally and professionally. You inspire me more than you know. And I am the luckiest guy in the world to work with you and be part of your world. So thank you, Yasmeen, and thank you all for this honor.
The feeling is mutual, by the way.